And while Room 5's colour palette might turn on Superman, it's like kryptonite to the hotel inspector.
God, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Apart from the very basic mistake, which any idiot knows, which is that you don't put red and blue together. I mean, this looks like some 9-year-old boy's bedroom. Look at the finish on everything. I mean, it's obvious that Andrew's done most of this work himself and that he didn't really know how to do it.
The building, from the rooms on the top floor down to here, have got my character in it. And my passion, and my hard work, and my blood, and my sweat, and everything else.
But there may be too much blood and sweat at the new Lingarth for Alex's liking.
Look at the state of these mattresses. I'll have to check my bed before I sleep tonight.
On a scale of 100%, I would say the hotel is about 80% clean.
Alex has seen enough. She decides to show Andrew exactly where he's falling short, starting with his performance in the bedroom.
Right, my bedroom last night.
Yes.
No mattress protector. How
Okay.
can you have a hotel with lots of different people sleeping on a bed? That is the point to a hotel. And then don't you know what happens in beds, for God's sake? Do I have to sleep on someone else's... you know, I don't really want to have to go into it. No pillow protector. So every time someone has a case of greasy head or anything else, and you know, it soaks into the pillow. You have to have something to absorb that up, darling. It's disgusting. And most of all, what on earth is this doing in my bathroom?
Those go into all the bathrooms.
Do you want to share it?
No, they're washed.
The reviews we've had at First In, Last Out haven't always been the best, that's for sure. Grubby, dirty. Is this the worst hotel in the country? That one was quite cutting.
I must admit, the reviews we had are not particularly great reviews, but a lot of people has remembered us.
It's a long time since I was reassured that the bedding on a bed had been changed and was clean for me. Well, of course, the light doesn't work. And honestly, the state of these taps has got to be seen to be believed. There's hairs on my bed. This is quite the most grotesque thing I've ever seen. I mean, even the fake flowers look as if they're urine stained. For decorative purposes only. Someone bought that and put it here to decorate the room.
Each of the 7 bedrooms in the 400-year-old inn has been personally designed by owner John.
My goodness. I feel like I'm Alice in Wonderland and I've just drunk the little bottle and suddenly I've grown. I'm not tall and there's not much head clearance here. Do you think it's a room for hobbits?
All the rooms share 2 loos and 2 showers.
So this is one of the communal showers. Not a great start, is it? Look at that. It's like growing. It's so mouldy. It's alive. That is filthy, filthy, filthy. Ugh.
You do get what you pay for. We're half the price of any other accommodation outlets in Winchester. So you've got to think, why is that so cheap?
The hotel inspector has seen enough.
I'm afraid this is my line in the sand. And, you know, over this line I will not cross. I'm not staying here. John, this place is really dirty. It's properly dirty. Now,
Yeah.
I understand this is cheap accommodation.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting a flat-screen television. I don't even mind communal showers.
Sure.
But I expect communal showers that are immaculate if I'm going to have to share them with however many other bodies are staying in the building at any given time. I'm not saying that there's anything that has made me stop wanting to help or stop thinking about what to do.
Yep, yep.
But I have to say to you, I personally am just not willing to stay the night here.
Alex checks out, leaving the Philo with the distinction of being the first establishment she's ever refused to sleep in.
I never ever thought she wouldn't stay, in all honesty. You know, the room which we put to one side for her is, in all honesty, pretty reasonable to an average person.
We have put a lot of time and effort to preparing her room, and for her presence not being here this evening, it's disheartening.
Alex's scepticism proves justified the moment she sets foot in the breakfast room.
There's a real stench of food in here.
Unfortunately, where our core business is contractors, we've got some which have been working nights last night, and they come in at 6 o'clock in the morning and they seem to be having their tea.
I just can't understand why at 10:30 in the morning no one's thought to clear those plates.
Yep.
Assuming that someone wants to get up and have breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, okay.
They then come down.
Yeah, OK, you finish.
Thank you. They come down to the curry, the old curry dishes.
That's
in
correct.
Front and
Yeah.
left.
Unfortunately, the cleaner puts this at the bottom of her list, at the end of her list, and it shouldn't be.
I
and
know,
I
but
try
this is your
explaining to...
place. God, I'm already frustrated. I've been through the door 10 minutes and you've already started. I told the cleaner and she just won't do it.
The Philo's cleaners say that John has never given them a proper cleaning regime to follow. Alex is ready to prove a point with the appliance of science, a dirt detector that measures the effectiveness of housekeeping.
If John is ever going to make the Philo more than a doss house, he has got to make sure that he raises the standards. That's simple. The industry rule is that anything over 1,000 is unacceptable.
OK.
1,731, I believe.
OK.
Yeah.
We failed.
And I want to force him to acknowledge that things should be done better.
But could the first in, last out be cleaner than Alex thinks?
Get in there, get in there. Sorry, all apologies accepted.
John's sense of triumph, however, is very short-lived.
Be confident, Barry, be confident. She's not right every time.
3,299.
But she's now and again.
Yeah.
OK. Well, I can't see where we're going with that.
Well, I'm
Just in a
just
bloody
saying,
sofa.
Well, I'm saying that the reason that one has leather is because one can clean it. OK, well, why don't we do one last thing, which I think you will agree, maybe. Let's try the sink in the bar, shall we? $74,000. I'm amazed.
Well, tell me, if fucking staff I've had sat around here paying them and they can't even be fucking
Darling,
asked to
but
do
you've
that.
got to tell them to do
I'll tell them,
things,
Alex.
and
I'll
you've
tell
got
them.
to show
I'll tell
them
them.
how to
I'll
do
tell them.
things.
How can I
This is
show
what-
someone to clean a sink?
Well, do you know how? That's why you can't show.
Why should I be showing them and telling them?
Well, because this is your place. That's your job.
It pisses me off, you know? I'm like almost frustrated with myself as I am with them, you know, but my time spending sort of keeping the company going or, you know, the business going, and it's just pathetic when I have to keep coming back to crap like that.
He's got a lot of pressure on his plate. That's not an excuse. Of course, on my side, I am also responsible for the outrageous readings because I work behind the bar as well, as well as everybody else.
I'm bored of John casting all responsibility onto everyone else's shoulders. Ultimately, this is his establishment. He is the one who's responsible for it. Oh, look. Oh, well, this is going to be nice and easy to cook in, isn't it? I don't know how to help you if you don't at least start helping yourself, darling, because I can give you a new shower and I can give you a new look breakfast room and I can try and tempt people back here one way or the other. But, you know, doll, that is really just bonkers.
Further horrors await in the laundry room corridor.
Is this dirty or is this clean?
This is throwing away stuff.
For God's sake.
I know, tell me about it. Tell me where I can do it. That is the laundry
What's this,
room.
for God's sake, here? Who are you going to blame this on? What's
And
the
the stuff-
point of me
the
giving
stuff.
you a nice room when you can't even fucking chuck out
But
rubbish?
it's going in the bin.
Get some bin bags now. I can dress the front of house however I like, but if the back of house remains in that kind of mess, what hope does the front have? What's supposed to happen with this
Well, how
stuff?
long
Is it dirty or
It is to go in the washing machine. That is why it's next to the bloody washing
Oh,
machine.
don't be ridiculous, John. This isn't a washing pile.
Well, what is it then? What is
this
it
is
then?
like the Kilimanjaro of dirty laundry.
We're talking about a busy B&B, Alex.
Honestly, you can't leave it lying about the floor like this. It's just disgusting. Is this knackered? Is this good? You tell me.
that's knackered. A bit like me.
There may be a mountain to climb, but Alex isn't ready to give up yet.
Right. So, obviously everything is in the state it's in, but
Yeah.
I'm going to challenge you. You've got your nice new breakfast room. I want, for the next time I come back, for you to actually make an attempt to fill that breakfast room. Not just a few contractors, but some people who get off the street, some
Yeah.
students, whatever you like, to see how you cope with a full house, to see if this idea is even viable. Looking around here, there's quite a bit to do for the kitchen to be in a fit state.
Oh, absolutely. I won't let you down. Don't worry. That'll be full. And this will be organised.
Darling, it's not you letting me down. It's just I so desperately don't want you to let yourself down.
I don't let myself down. I don't let. You're investing in me, and honest, I'll pay you back. Don't worry for me, Alex.
Oh, my goodness.
Barbara currently uses the north room herself, but does let it to guests if they're desperate for a bed.
I know Barbara's sleeping here at the moment, but this is actually a rental room. And I can't understand why anyone would keep it in such disorder.
The Hollybush has 5 bedrooms, 3 with ensuite bathrooms.
This is clearly Barbara's latest work in progress, the new ensuite shower that she's building. You know, this is built for little people. Who is going to be able to get into here? I'm not the tallest person in the world, am I? Well, there's flies over there that apparently seem to have frozen to the windowsill. I haven't seen that before. It's impossible to imagine anyone sleeping in here, partly because there's no light, I've just noticed. So this room is to all intents and purposes completely useless. Well, this is obviously one of the nicer, more finished rooms, but it's not quite finished enough still, is it? You know, you've got all this cabling and... and I suppose this plastic bag on the hook is instead of a dustbin. So it's really odd. She's gone a long way with this room, but instead of kind of finishing it, she's still buggering about in other bits of the building.
Downstairs, despite a layer of dust,
I mean, honestly, look at that.
the pub and restaurant area are more successful in charming the hotel inspector.
I quite like the whole mismatched thing that she has going on here. I like the piano, I like the guitar. I can imagine many an evening spent here on a couple of whiskies, enjoying myself.
But next to the bar, there's one room Alex doesn't find quite so appealing.
Well, this is obviously Barbara's private space. I just find it odd that it's not screened off from the public area. It looks very messy and it gives a very bad impression of the person running this place. This is filled up to the max and iced over. It's just disgusting. I think this is the worst loo I've ever seen. Ever in my life. These loos can't be used, surely. Why aren't they just closed up if there's a problem here?
But what kind of first impression does the hotel make?
There's the normal, horrible, glazed 60s sun lounge stuck on the front of this hotel, but behind it is the most fantastic building. Architecturally, this is just sublime. It's got Regency verandas and it is so handsome. Big anomaly, though, is the name. Weyanoke Hotel. I feel as if I'm in North America, not on Eastbourne's coast.
So Ruth's already established the hotel has great potential, but its image is as out of place and confusing as its name.
Hello. Hi. I'm Ruth. I've come to see Mark and Heidi. Okay.
Ruth quickly calls a powwow in the Weyanoke's dining room to get to the root of their problems.
I'm walking along the promenade and I see the name of your hotel, Weyanoke, and I'm in Eastbourne, not in North America. How on earth does that happen?
It's Red Indian for something like Little House by the Sea or Hut by the Stream or something like that, and it's horrendous. Is it Weyanoke?
So you don't even know how to pronounce it?
People on the phone say it's the Weyanoke, and they say, so that's what? Why? No, it's W. The conversation can be about 5 minutes long about trying to spell our name.
Would you consider changing it?
We'd like to change it, but the problem that we have is trying to find something that is acceptable.
Mark and Heidi will have to make sure the hotel has the right image if they're to appeal to a more affluent clientele. And time is of the essence, as the Weyanoke's already left them deeply in the red.
Financially, you've got a mortgage and you're trying to do the rooms up.
Yes.
Out of profit, and you're not making any profit.
No. At the moment, we're just very, very extended in overdraft situation.
It's very dispiriting, struggling in that fashion.
That's what we argue about more than anything else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would it be fair to say that this business of having coach parties is not the solution?
Yes, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that's the nitty-gritty.
Despite their crippling debts, Mark and Heidi seem hesitant about losing the coach parties altogether. Ruth needs to investigate further before she can come up with a plan to stop the rot. First up, one of the refurbished rooms where Ruth will be staying the night.
Well, apart from the squeaky door, blow me down. Who would have thought it? I mean, I come up in a cruddy lift and horrible carpets on the landing and the stairs, and I'm suddenly in this fabulous room. It's a delight. Really, really freshly painted. It's everything you want in a hotel room, but gosh, what a stark contrast to everything else I've seen downstairs. But it does feel as if I'm in two different hotels, which could be a bit of a problem. Oh, what joy! A clean, modern bathroom. This is fantastic. It's absolutely spotless. This is a first for me. Marvellous.
The refurbished bedrooms are clearly a strong point, but Ruth wants to see how the old rooms compare.
My word, how this room is in such sharp contrast to the ones Heidi's done up. I mean, we've got paintwork behind the radiator where you can see the old wallpaper showing. It is very, very grim. The whole thing is such a shame because there are two different businesses trading in this one building and it's very confusing.
Having seen the before and after, Ruth heads to the second floor to check out a work in progress. Room 17 is in mid-revamp. Heidi plans to steal a section of the existing bedroom to form a new ensuite.
My first question is, what on earth are they doing? They seem to be taking a chunk out in the corner to make an internal bathroom, which completely flies in the face of what they should be doing because nowadays everyone's looking for bigger bathrooms. Have they actually thought this through? Everything conspires to tell me that no, they haven't.
Having Ruth stay in the hotel is a very, very daunting experience. And today I'm thinking, oh my God, why are we doing it?
Ruth's up and about, continuing her inspection in the hotel's pastel-toned TV lounge.
This is a bit like being buried in an apricot.
I'm cacking it.
This must be a legacy from either the previous owner or Heidi and Mark are more insane than I give them credit for. It's a little token gesture for the name of Weyanoke.
Next, Ruth heads to the hotel's dining room to sample the Weyanoke breakfast.
Oh, good morning.
Hello.
Hi. Take you to table 11?
Yes. Oh, the menu's very short and sweet. Basically, cereal, juice, and then eggs any way you like. Sausage, baked beans, and tomato and bacon. No messing.
If Mark and Heidi want to take the Weyanoke upmarket, the quality of their breakfast will need to reflect that.
Oh, thank you very much.
Would you like any sauce or anything?
No, that's fine, thank you.
Thank you.
This is a slightly pitiful looking breakfast, but if I was getting this as part of a £20 a night deal, then I could hardly complain about it. It's a terrible, terrible sausage. The skin has got more going on than the insides. Not good. Egg, it's okay, it's fine. It's okay, you know, it's a meagre little costed breakfast to go with a very small tariff. If they want to upgrade this, then this whole thing has got to have just so much more feeling of indulgence about it.
With the hotel's dual personality in evidence, even at the breakfast table, Ruth heads to reception to offer Heidi some food for thought.
Morning, Ruth. I thought I'd just come and see your little empire here, which looks completely chaotic to me. Are there two people in your head, Heidi? Because this looks to me like a mess.
There is a definite for the show for the guests and another side, yes.
This might be very simplistic, but I don't know how you can work efficiently.
It is something that we're working on, and Mark's very negative about it all at the moment because it's going to cost a bit of money getting some shells.
Yeah,
and
no,
bits
but look,
and
being
pieces.
tidy doesn't cost money. I'd love to see you clear this up. If somebody comes in and it looks a mess, they assume that everything's a mess.
Yeah.
And actually, that isn't the case. I mean, you run a really, tight ship, and this is giving the wrong impression.
Okay. She's straight to the point, says it as it is. I'm a bit more worried about people's reactions and I'm a bit more cautious of how to tread, whereas if Ruth just goes, pow!
Ruth tracks Mark down to the basement bar to find out who holds the Weyanoke's purse strings.
This is where you secrete yourself. So let's just clarify. The money comes in, and both of you, do you have any idea of what kind of money is going to come in? Do you have an idea of the budget? Do you have any kind of business plan for the year?
We have a pretty good idea of what we receive throughout the year. So I like to see the money coming in, that's probably my thing. Whereas the money going out is probably not my strength, whereas Heidi quite likes spending the money that's coming in. She quite likes spending it quite a lot of the time, really. So I try and rein her in if I can.
How do you try to rein her in?
The way it tends to happen is that we would tend to argue about it. Probably more often than not, she gets her own way because she can be quite convincing.
Convincing or just bloody-minded?
She's bloody-minded as well, but actually quite right in what she says. If we can refurbish in the rooms, we do get more money for the rooms. So you're caught between a rock and a hard place taking a decision. And probably often for an easy life, I tend to agree with her. Probably too much, to truth be known.
The end result of that can only be catastrophe. It sounds to me that whether you're taking 300, 500, 700, Heidi will just spend that extra amount of money. She'll just do more rooms.
That's correct.
By spending all the money they make when they're busy, they leave themselves with no reserves for the leaner months of the year.
You get to next winter, there isn't going to be any...
Well, we won't have a hotel if it's the same thing this year.
You're on the brink.
Yes.
Mark's concern is obvious. Heidi is spending income the Weyanoke simply doesn't have. If they don't control their expenditure and plan for the future, the hotel could be heading for financial ruin. After spending 24 hours at the Weyanoke, Ruth gathers the couple to reveal her findings. First up, the hotel's biggest problem, its confused identity.
I don't think I've ever felt quite so agitated about a hotel as this one has made me feel, because you're trading two things simultaneously, you're thinking two different ways simultaneously, you're charging two different tariffs simultaneously. I mean, the whole thing is just this horrible, horrible push me, pull you.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way when you're working here?
Yeah, I do. We seem to have a different perspective for different guests.
So I think things have really got to stop, in effect, right now, if anything's going to get better here.
They have to decide once and for all whether they're really going to take the hotel up market or concentrate on the coach parties.